The Greater West Plains Area Chamber of Commerce and Howell Oregon Electric Cooperative hosted a legislative breakfast Tuesday morning at the West Plains Civic Center. During the event, local legislators discussed several topics that they worked on this past year and hope to work on in the future. 154th District Representative Sean Rhodes of West Plains told Ozark Radio News that his big push this past year and in the future is jobs.
You know, the one thing I think that's going to help our community more than anything is creation of jobs. So that was the goal behind this year, was the GO-CAT to get to $300,000. Also, I think if we can pass right to work, I think that's going to help bring jobs here in Missouri. I think it's going to create a huge area for us to be able to employ a bunch of people and bring those jobs here. I think everything's lining up right now for us. You know, we can create tax credit after tax credit after tax credit, but at the end of the day, I think we've done about everything we can. It's coming down to right to work, and I think that's going to be the focus this year, is to try to create more jobs that way. And I have no problem leading the way to do that.
142nd District Representative Robert Ross of Yukon told Ozark Radio News that he worked on budget issues this past year, working to fight Governor Jay Nixon on several issues with the budget.
Since elected in 2012, I was at that point placed onto the Budget Committee. And, you know, one of my focuses has been protecting tax dollars and how they're spent. And, you know, regardless of the policy that we're talking about, you know, our tax dollars, it's a universal issue. And there is ample opportunity throughout our government for reform on a number of these issues. So, in talking about, I mean, some of the issues that I discussed here this morning that weren't widely publicized, you know, include the stadium. That was a proposal that was widely discussed, as you'll recall, you know, some 6 months to a year ago, with Governor Nixon's then plans to use our tax dollars to build a stadium in St. Louis. Originally in an effort to keep the Rams, however, that then transformed into an effort to build a stadium, potentially for soccer, for other things. I thought that was wrong. I opposed that through amendment in my committee. We were able to get that stopped. There have been other issues concerning Governor Nixon and his use of our tax dollars to purchase land, either through the Camp Zoe/Echo Bluff project in Shannon County. $52 million of our tax dollars. That's a problem. That money was originally earmarked, slated to go to our existing state park system around the state. You know, that was the classic Jay Nixon bait and switch. I thought it was wrong. We opposed that. Oregon County, a little bit closer to this area, you now have the governor using money that was originally slated to help those in the lead belt with remediation, abatement, and so on. Once again, this governor decided to use that money to purchase more property. I've got concerns with that.
Also, 33rd District Senator Mike Cunningham discussed his fight to help keep West Plains' broadband initiative alive.
Well, we played a role in it, but there's a certain amount of negative role in it where there is a company trying to stop the city from doing so. And so I did not agree with that particular company, and so I just made it a issue and fought it all session long, because they kept changing bills. They told me, well, they were going to drop it, and then they didn't, and it came through the House, and I asked, you told me you're going to drop it, and then they said, well, we just dropped it in the Senate. And I killed it in the Senate once through my committee, and then they found other ways around it. So it is a constant battle the whole session. I think that with the people and the way the cities handle it, setting up their committee on studying it and cautiously proceeding with what they're doing, I think they're handling it excellent, and I'm in it to support the city and the residents down here.
Roughly 50 people attended the meeting.